Take a look at the reach difference. That is a huge difference at 62.5 to 69, but it's the kicks. The kicks are gonna be the difference. That's what you need to look for.
Ready to fight? Let's go.
And the bell in round one, Colby Fletcher in the blue gloves, Valerie Loureda in the red gloves. Loreda telling us that she would love to author her first victory with a beautiful Taekwondo kick, but Fletcher immediately putting the leather on Loreda's face, and Loreda quick to respond, spinning hook kick. And John, a fast start to this flyweight fight.
Both girls are giving no ground. They're both saying, I am not going to back up. I'm going to come forward, and that's what you're seeing.
For the uninitiated, Taekwondo, a Korean martial art, emphasis on high kicks, jumping and spinning kicks, fast kicking techniques. It's all about the kick, but Loreda in her amateur career has already exhibited grappling techniques, a solid wrestling base. So again, the work at ATT paying dividends to get her here.
No doubt about it, and that is exactly what you're looking at. Axe kick coming in there.
Taekwondo style.
But the one thing you've got to give credit to with Valerie is she put herself in the hardest position ever. She went to ATT. She's working out with people like Amanda Nunes, Nina Ansaroff, Kayla Harrison, two-time Olympic gold medalist. She's getting her butt kicked in the gym.
Puts together a good three-punch combination.
So when she gets inside this cage, there's nothing she hasn't seen.
Loreda's maturity belies her youth. Again, just 20 years of age, and what a start to this fight. Both of them chucking the leather. A minute and a half has elapsed in the first round.
Good work of circling out by Valerie Loureda, but you can look at Colby. She's very composed, she's very calm, she's doing her thing. Both girls are right now starting to settle into this fight.
And while Loreda trained by her father for a large part of her career before moving on to American Top Team to start her MMA studies, Fletcher trained by her stepfather, Ty Pilgrim, a luta libre black belt. And man, they are belting each other here in round one.
They are, and you talk about Colby Fletcher being trained by Ty. Ty is not in her corner, and I talked to him about that, and he told me, because John, I don't want to be in her corner because look I care about her, and I might not make the right decisions. I have people in place to give her the right information. I'm going to be sitting on the outside.
Focus on the face of Valerie Loureda, and John, again, just talk about, you know, let alone being under the bright lights here at Bellator MMA, sold out Mohegan Sun, but to make your professional debut and welcome it, she demanded it. She's 20 years of age, and she believes her time is now. And boy, she's putting together a good combination, body kick, ground and pound, hammer fist, and Valerie Loureda putting it on Colby Fletcher. Referee McDonald giving Fletcher all kinds of time, but what a debut for Valerie Loureda, a masterful performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, it comes to an end. 2 minutes, 55 seconds into round number one. Referee Kevin McDonald steps in, waves off the contest due to unanswered strikes for the winner by TKO Master Valerie Loureda.
We'll see what Valerie Loureda has in store for her MMA encore after an impressive debut on the main card as she takes on Larkin Dasch.
Ready to fight? Ready to fight? Let's go.
The bell in round one, the referee, Kevin McDonald. It's Master Valerie Loureda in the red gloves. Bellator MMA newcomer Larkin Dasch in the blue gloves. She is 0-1 in her MMA career. She grabs onto the hands and then is forced to release after that outside low kick by Loreda.
Well, Larkin Dasch is just crushing distance right now on Valerie. She is walking forward. We'll see if that plays into being an effective technique or not.
Body kick by Loreda. Dasch telling us that she feels her punches will be stronger than Loreda. She races modified sport cars, and she's definitely an adrenaline junkie, and she is trying to bring the fight to Loreda early.
She seemed very happy to be in the cage while she was being introduced.
Oh,
that was a hard kick she just got hit with.
And the southpaw tastes the kicking power of Loreda. Loreda just 20 years of age. Dasch is 22. And Loreda really was not swallowed up by the magnitude of her professional debut by any stretch of the imagination. She said she was born to be on these kinds of stages. She wants to represent Taekwondo at the highest level. Counter right hand from Dasch as Loreda fired off a right. Another kick by Loreda connects.
She has a skill set that is unique in the sport of MMA, but she has to learn how to settle down. Right now, she is moving too much, giving too much ground, and when you see Dasch coming at you, you've got to give her something to pay for all that movement. Don't sit there and just continue to move. Make her pay for that forward movement.
Loreda training out of the vaunted American top team in Coconut Creek, Florida, with former WEC champion Mike Brown as one of her head trainers, along with Steve Bruno. And boy, the women's mixed martial artists at American top team is next level, John.
Boy, I'll tell you what.
Kayla Harrison.
Take a look at who's there. Amanda Nunez, Kayla Harrison, Joanna. I mean, all of them, Nina, all of them. It's just incredible. But that tells me something about Valerie, that's where she picked to go to, and she's there getting, as she said, I'm there getting my butt kicked all the time. That's how you get better.
And that's what allows you to do your own butt kicking once you're inside the cage.
You know what? Make the training hard, make the fight easy.
Just past the midpoint of the opening round. And Dasch. Oh, another vicious body kick. And Dasch takes Loreda down, but popping right back up.
She has landed 3 kicks to the body right now, and I tell you what, you can take one of those, and sometimes you can take 2, maybe 3. If you allow those to continue on, they are going to take an effect on you in the fight.
Final 2 minutes of the first 5 minutes of this women's flyweight matchup. Bellator MMA has teamed up with MVP, Merging Vets and Players. It's an organization that empowers veterans and former elite athletes who may have a difficult time when the uniform comes off to live a life full of pride and purpose with a healthy body and healthy mind. You can go to Bellator.com for more information, and please support that very worthy cause. 1.5 minutes left here in the opening round, and now Loreda utilizing her footwork, backing up out of the range of Larkin Dasch's attempts at offense here, John.
Loreda is setting up, she's waiting on Dasch in her attempts to come forward, and that's what she's trying to strike. But she needs to just think about, hey, I want to be offensive. She's on the outside. Utilize those great kicks that you have practiced throughout your life and start setting her up with the hands to let those kicks land.
Spinning back kick there by Loreda. Dasch's conditioning should not be a problem. She has stayed in great shape throughout her life. She was a collegiate triathlon athlete. And again, she wants to seize this opportunity. She has a side job as a Hooters girl. Both of them, in fact, waitresses. And Loreda saying she has respect for someone like that, chasing the dream. But, you got to pay the bills, John.
I really had a lot of problems with people actually making fun of the fact that she signed her contract while she was in her Hooters uniform. It's like, hey, this is a young girl, a young fighter. You think that she's just going to be able to live off of fighting? She's making a living. Anybody that works, God bless her.
15 seconds left here in the round, and the right hand, another kicks to the head, and now Loreda with a huge uptick in her offensive output here to close out the opening round. Dasch trying to fight her off.
She's fighting back. That was a beautiful output by Valerie Loureda at the end of that round.
Watch your hands on the push-off, okay, on the face. Right here, right here.
She got to be tough. She's living in Detroit, Michigan, man.
This is the beginning of round 2. Valerie Loureda 1-0 with 1 knockout in the red gloves. Larkin Dasch is 0-1 as a pro and making her Bellator MMA debut. She's in the blue gloves. Oh, there's a whipping right hand from
That's
Loreda.
exactly what you want to see. If she's going to sit there and paw out with that left hand, giving a half-hearted jab, I want you to throw something down the middle that's going to make her pay for it.
And thus far, Loreda not having much difficulty facing the southpaw Dasch and all of the different looks that represents, John.
No, she's handling it well. She's usually stepping her foot to the outside of Larkin Dasch's foot, which gives her advantage in landing that right hand down the pipe.
Loreda, lead left, trying to pump out, well, does pump out the jab, but just looking to use it as a rangefinder there.
And you can see Larkin Dasch is trying. You see how she's moving to her right. She's trying to step outside of Valerie Loreda's foot, which is the right thing to do. But then she starts to overcommit and gets herself out of position and out of place. And that's when Valerie can take advantage of that movement.
Another body kick by Loreda. Her bread and butter loves to, again, when you look at Taekwondo and how she's able to utilize it in her MMA repertoire, John.
Well, from the beginning, everyone kind of put Taekwondo, down as far as, well, it's not a good martial art for mixed martial arts. Well, as a singular art, they were right.
Oh, good left hand down the pipe by Dasch. Finish your thought.
But there are so many skill sets and kicks and varieties that a Taekwondo practitioner can do. I'm telling you, when I sparred with guys who were from Taekwondo and they would start to kick, some of those kicks were hard to see, and they can have a devastating effect on you.
And Dasch absorbing some devastating body kicks from Loreda, and yet Dasch continues to try to, and she's trying to cut off Loreda. Loreda able to circle back into the center of the cage, but Dasch really not showing has a great poker face if she's feeling the effects of the battery of body kicks.
Well, you know that, look, I don't care who you are. When you're getting kicked by someone that knows how to kick, it hurts. But she keeps on coming. She's got no quit in her. I love what I see out of Larkin Dasch right now.
Dasch went for a kick caught by Loreda. Loreda delivers a couple of punches to the face of Dasch. Under 2 minutes left in the second round. And of course, we are honored to have our flyweight champion, Ilima Lay McFarland, as part of our broadcast tonight. One of the most incredible moments I've ever been a part of in my over 3-decade career as a broadcaster was the scene in Hawaii when she defeated Valerie Loureda, and the energy in that arena was something to behold, John.
It was something special, and it was the way that she handled a pressure-packed situation with not only class, but then coming out and putting on a performance like she did against a veteran fighter in Valerie Loureda.
There's a 360 kick there. Oh, what a body kick by Loreda! Doubles over Dasch momentarily, and yet Dasch continues to fight her back.
He's firing back. I tell you, she took 2 good kicks, which right now you can tell she's giving a little distance, trying to suck in that air. But man, she did not let it look like those hurt her, but they did.
What do we say about fighting out of Detroit, Michigan? She's as tough as Detroit.
It's gotta be. And a lot of it is, people are like looking at this and saying, these are both young girls, and they are both young girls as far as their fighting career. Looking at, Valerie's 1-0 and Larkin is 0-1 coming into this. She lost on a decision. What more can you ask of 2 young fighters, especially coming to Madison Square Garden, fighting under those bright lights in this arena? It takes a lot to step in here.
Final 10 seconds of the round. Another kick by Loreda, another punch, and now Loreda with a flurry, mixing it up with knees, and up, but Dasch lands a winging left hand at the pole. What an exchange.
We just need that to happen throughout the round.
Wow.
Back outside. All right, third final.
This is the future of the flyweight division. And after heading into round 3, John, your scorecard?
Well, no doubt in my mind that Valerie Loureda has taken both of those rounds, but it's not like Larkin Dasch is being overwhelmed, but it's those last 10 seconds of both rounds that have been so exciting between these two.
Southpaw Dasch paused the jab. This is with the left as Loreda circling to her right, back to the center of the cage. Trying to reset.
Dasch, she's switching. southpaw to orthodox, back to southpaw. She needs to settle her footwork down and slide her feet. Right now she's kind of plodding forward. Just take your time and slide your feet forward. Smooth, be smooth. When you're smooth, you're gonna be fast.
Loreda trying to find an angle of entry, takes a peek at her corner. Just over a minute gone here in the final round of this flyweight matchup. And don't forget, coming up, 10 o'clock Eastern, the main card for Bellator 222 here at Madison Square Garden. 2 championship matches bookend what should be a magnificent main card in Bellator MMA's return to MSG.
See that little shot, that nice right hand off of that footwork. That's what I want to see Valerie doing all the time. Have your movement, and as she comes into range, take that step forward, throw those shots, and finish it off with those amazing kicks.
There's the lead right hand down, splitting the guard of Dasch, and Loreda just switching her lateral movement left to right now, sets. Dasch moving forward, missing with the kick. 2-3-2, the combination being yelled out, and we would like to see some combinations.
I would like to, right?
There's a beautiful right hand, the pot shot from Loreda. And unfortunately, Dasch unable to throw anything.
Well, Dasch is having a problem with that distance because she's been kicked, and kicked to the body hard, been kicked to the face. And so she's kind of worried about, and then all of a sudden she gets flustered and does that mad rush in. You're starting to see Valerie start to set her up for those mad rushes, and she's starting to take pot shots on her, so she has to be careful about that just coming in.
Inside low kick by Loreda. But single shots and then just utilizing lateral movement, deep right hand.
Right there, all out of position when she gets close. Now she's in close on her, but out of position to throw any type of strike.
And no leverage on the shot. The training, both going to step in, step in. Oh, what a body kick, the snap of that strike.
See, and if I was Mike Brown, I would be telling Valerie Loureda, hey, every chance that she comes close, I want you to throw that. I want you to throw the kick. Again, throw it to the arms, throw it to the body, throw it to the legs. Those are connecting, and they definitely are going to have an effect.
Couple of right hands, again, splitting Dasch's guard, and Dasch's offense has been muted here in the third stanza.
Yeah, she's chasing a lot, but there's no offensive output coming from her. And again, she's getting out of position. You can see when she comes forward, and all of a sudden, you're seeing Loreda step off to her right side, leaving her in a position she has no offense to attack Loreda with.
Final 60 seconds of this women's flyweight bout. Bellator 222 prelims. Loreda using her calling card, those kicks, and those in. Tornado kick by Loreda, right hand clips Dasch. Dasch is moving forward, but not firing any strikes at Loreda.
See, and I would tell you, this is a good thing for Valerie Loureda as a fighter. I want you to have those minutes. I want you to have time in the cage that you're not being damaged, but you're having to put things together. You're having to have an output and figure things out. This is all a great learning experience for us.
Another body shot. And Dasch catching it, looking for the takedown. Good balance by Loreda. Moore just missed with that spinning hook kick, but again, and Dasch just swinging wildly, clips Loreda, but the bell goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the decision, we'll go to your judges' scorecards. Your first judge, Tim Corrado, scores the fight 29-28, while judges David Torelli and Christopher Lee both see the fight the same, 30-27. All have it for the winner by unanimous decision, Master Valerie Loureda.
Our tail of the tape for Loreda and Graff. The big difference is the age.
Yeah, you can see that big difference. 22, she's very young. Where Tara Graff, 34, a lot of more experience in amateur and in the pros, not as much. It'll be telling to see how she does in this fight.
You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Hell, let's go. Here we go. Valerie Loureda in the red gloves, the Tiny Tara. Tara Graff in the blue gloves. Fight Clock brought to you by Geico.
Mike Beltran's gonna have to be on his bicycle today. He almost got trapped between the bike and the girls.
We will see the sweat starting to pour off of that beautiful dome shortly. He's laughing. One thing that we've seen out of Tara Graff is she is very aggressive in her fights, and you know, she has that 1-1 record. And Josh, I was watching that loss that she had. She was winning that fight first round, second round. She got caught with a big shot in the third round. That end of the fight, she just got hurt right there.
She's got to punch her way in. She's just stepping in and then trying to grab the body right away.
Valerie training at American Top Team. Steve Bruno, King Mo, Mike Brown. From Miami. She knows that Tara Graff is very aggressive and comes forward lots, and we have seen that already here in the first minute plus.
Well, you know, a lot of people are not going to like what Valerie's doing as far as all of this movement, but it's very smart because she's got someone that's so aggressive. Hey, let me frustrate you. Let me make you overextend. And she's all of a sudden setting her feet and coming with her attack and landing shots. She's already hurt Tara in this fight.
Yeah, but the inexperience from Graff has already been shown. Look at Loreda. She's circling the same way the whole time. So what you got to do to stop that is throw a left hook or throw a body kick or a leg kick to stop her momentum from there. And I also don't like that as well. Graff just stepped in, just trying to grab to the body instead of actually punching.
Throwing shots to get in. You've got to use those hands by making your opponent have to deal with something instead of just sticking your chin right there as your hands are trying to go around the body.
There you go. That's a little bit better right there. Just throw 1-2. Let's start with the 1-2. And let's keep the chin down.
Just landed another good 1-2.
Highly decorated in Taekwondo, both her sister Natalie and Valerie began training as babies, they said. Coached each other in tournaments. Mom Millie, Dad Frank, both black belts in Taekwondo.
Graff really needs to make Loreda circle the other way by cutting the cage off, because you can tell that Loreda, a lot of her combinations are going from that way. She's used to circling that way all the time. So let's stop that and make her fight from positions she's not as familiar with.
Graff is having a hard time of understanding how to cut off that cage and step to make it to where Loreda is feeling cut off and she'll stop that movement. Right now she's following.
Yellowstone is cable's #1 drama, starring Academy Award winner Kevin Costner. Catch new episodes of Yellowstone Sundays at 9 on Paramount Network. Round 1, red gloves for Valerie Loureda. Tara Graff making her debut. She is in the blue gloves.
Only success Graff has had is when she's punched her way in and was able to get to the clinch there.
Punch your way out. Punch your way out.
Tell me, her idea is to get in this clinch position and to dirty box Loreda until the point where she can get her down to the ground.
Short hooks. Left kick. Left leg. Father Frank not here tonight. Thus Master Natalie, as I mentioned, in her corner.
Right there again, exactly what Josh has been talking about. She's lunging in for that takedown. She's gonna get caught. You've got to fight your way in. Throw your hands and make your opponent react to the shots that you're throwing.
Also, she just had success there at getting her to the fence because she threw the left hook first, and that landed. But then what she needs to do is drop down on the legs, because that's what's making Loreda move so well, is her footwork. Right now, she keeps trying to go to the body, drop down on the legs, and try to pull one away.
Tara got a late start, no martial arts experience until age 27. Started as an independent fighter and has worked her way into the Bellator cage.
Let's go,
right hook after that left hook. Hook.
Bang, overhand.
Would love to do some damage to the master here.
Come on.
In this 3-round fight. Nice left over the top.
Yeah, good shot. Good point. Hey, the bike is hurt. Left kick.
Tara talking about her boyfriend, Mike Pagano. She said, not only is he my other half, my rock in life, but he is my other half on the mats. He's one of the most hardworking, talented, driven, and dedicated coaches I have ever worked with. Round 2. Loreda in the red, Graff in the blue. Not much said in the corner of Valerie other than let's utilize some kicks.
Oh, you're going to talk about someone that should be kicking. It is Valerie. She's got how many years of experience utilizing all the different types of kicks that come from the Taekwondo style?
Well, she's 22, John, so if she started at age 2, my math would say 20.
You're good, dude.
Yes, I got a big brain, as you would say.
I swear.
Josh has got his phone out right now. He's calculating.
Calculating.
Yeah. It is 20, Josh.
What are you guys talking about?
Yeah. There was one.
Yes. Cut it the angle now when you're done from left.
She needs to keep that chin down though when she's throwing those punches.
I'll tell you.
As much as I'd like to see her cut the cage off of that left hook, she needs to keep the chin down.
Recover. Stiff jab one.
What you're gonna find is you're gonna find it. Graff will run into kind of the same problem that people have when they fight Lyoto Machida. They get so frustrated that they start just chasing and running in with their hands down and not really setting things up. And that's how they get countered and knocked out.
Absolutely. Ryan Bader is the perfect example of that. Was so frustrated with Lyoto Machida that he eventually just ran towards him.
Ran into the wood chipper.
Bingo.
Bingo. And speaking of the dragon, Lyoto Machida had this to say about Valerie Loureda. As a lifelong martial artist who transitioned to MMA, bringing the essence of my family's karate to a new sport, he said he's excited to see Valerie bring her world-class Taekwondo to MMA. He believes she will be someone to look out for in the years to come. That's high praise from one of the best of all time.
Bang after that hook. Bang after hook.
Bellator's Lyoto Machida.
Tara Graff needs to take the words that her coaches gave her in that break between the first and second round and understand if she's moving to her left, she's got to throw that left hand out there with a big hook or something that is going to stop that movement because she keeps on following.
Graff just found a nice little overhand right in that first exchange to press her to the fence.
Underhook turn. Underhook turn. Do it again. Start over. Start over. 2-1-1-2 halfway there. Hands up.
Don't forget tonight when the Bellator cage closes, all bets are off and the bad blood will boil over. Iron Michael Chandler and Smooth Benson Henderson meet again. That's tonight at 10 live and free on Paramount Network.
So now Graff is actually punching her way in, which is what we want to see. But the problem is when she's done punching, she leaves herself right there to be hit.
Yeah, her head stays on that center line the entire time and her chin. The more she's throwing her hands, the higher that chin is getting.
Right. Movement. Come back kick. Let's go. Left hand. Left hand.
You tell Loreda should be able, she's in shape to do all this movement because this is what she does. But you can tell she's starting to slow down a little bit right now.
Well, there's been a lot of movement out of her.
Harlan.
If Graff has it in her, she needs to keep doing what she's doing by punching her way in because that's what's making the difference in this.
Yeah, that was a nice stiff jab by Loreda. Loreda just needs to look for her moments when Graff enters that range that she has because of her kick range and her hands. Enters the range, start hitting her with shots. Don't wait.
That's a nice right hand by Loreda.
A good right hand return by Graff.
As advertised, the tiny Tara Graff is fighting aggressively. Final minute of round number 2.
Forward.
2-3 over.
6.
2-3 overhead.
Go that 6 out. Come on, baby. Go that 6. Come on.
2-3 over. Go. Body kick, 2-3 overhand. Body kick. Left body, 2-3 over. Good shot. But put her right hand behind.
Loureda needs to go back and utilize that jab. Every time she sticks it out there, she's touching, which is stopping that forward momentum of Graff.
That's what just set up that beautiful right hand. She threw the one, then she threw the one again, and then she came back with a straight 1-2 after that.
1-2 roll 2 kick.
Final 10 seconds of round number 2.
Oh! Big overhand right.
Big shot! Looking to finish! They will go to the 3rd round. No, it is all over. Just like that. Mike Bell trying to stop the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, it comes to an end. Official time, 5 minutes. Round number 2. The winner by knockout, still undefeated, Master Valerie Loureda.
Give us the 4-1-1 on the numbers for our opener.
You know, real simple. Both of these are young fighters as far as their MMA careers. But look at 22 years of age is telling you how young Valerie Loureda is. 26 is not that much older. They both have big careers ahead of them.
Main card, Valerie Loureda, all about business. All about trying to make it 4-0. And Hannah Guy, well, she is in her first fight as a Bellator MMA fighter. She's in the blue gloves. Loreda in the red gloves. John, we have learned that undefeated Bellator MMA flyweight world champion Juliana Velasquez is set to make her first title defense against the number 4 ranked Denise Kielholtz at Bellator 262 on Friday, July 16, as Guy taking Loreda to the fence.
Yeah, nice job by Loreda to get herself out. She got that arm under, got it outside of that underhook, brought herself back out into the middle of the cage where she wants to be.
Guy running down Loreda. Loreda using her footwork again. Her mother was awarded a black belt in Taekwondo by her father when Loreda was in her mom's womb. So from the get-go, it's been all Taekwondo, and it's all about that left hook that drops Hannah Guy. Ground and pound by Loreda. And Loreda allowing Guy to get back on her feet momentarily, John.
Very smart of Valerie Loureda. She saw it. She knows exactly what Hannah Guy wants to do, and getting close, getting the clinch. She doesn't want to go to the ground with her. She knows that's where her strength is. I just hurt you. Let me do it again.
Loreda looking to stop Guy for the first time in her career due to strikes, but Guy recovering from that nasty left hook, and then she eats that overhand right, followed by the left.
She ate both of those, and you can tell she is not completely there. She's feeling that she's having the effects of those shots. They're starting to add up. She needs to be very careful, get her defense up. Don't overextend.
Guy looking to change levels, looking for the takedown, well defended by Valerie Loureda, who of course working out of American Top Team and gets some decent wrestling sparring, and she's looking to shore up her striking, and she's putting on a striking display here in the first round.
It can be very frustrating when you have a fighter that moves as much as Valerie moves, so Hannah just needs to settle down. Don't overextend. She's starting to chase, and she's starting to overextend, trying to get at Valerie, and that's what Valerie is counter-striking.
Guy again looks for the takedown, but instead it's Loreda who ends up in top position. But now, Guy looking for the armbar.
Take it. On top of the head with the leg.
She's got the arm in place. She needs to be very careful right now.
Both of Guy's victories have been via submission.
Don't kill yourself for it if it's not there.
Guy turned 26 last month and looking to hand Loreda her first loss as a pro.
Valerie's in a position she's in. She has her arm right now, but it's getting cranked. She needs to step over the top.
Take it over the head. Circle left. Over the head. Circle left.
Women have crazy flexibility in their joints because I don't know what's happening.
Over the head for the break. Take the arm over the head for the break.
And this duel on the ground.
Well, the one thing that with the leg scissor that Loreda is using right now, that is keeping Hannah from being able to extend on that. So right now she doesn't really have anything. They're kind of locked in this position.
Stalemate with 90 seconds left in the first, and Guy popping her head out. And Loreda pops her head out and drops a couple of hammer fists.
okay, I tried to play your game. I don't like it. Let me go back to mine.
We talk about the significance of this fight, not only for her professional career, but personally. And we understand that when Loreda's grandfather was buried, one of her gloves from her last fight was put in the casket with him. So Valerie Loureda very close to her grandfather, and now Hanagai very close to Loreda, looking to take her off her feet. Under a minute left in the first.
Let's go, forehand, body lock, let's go, tough.
Hanagai being very tenacious, stuck on her like she's Velcro. That's very smart. Use that head position. Do not allow her to gain space.
Get your knee ready. That's it. Circle off the fence.
Knees up the middle by Hanagai, fighting out of Columbus, Mississippi.
Knee. Keep hooking, keep punching, get your
Under
head up.
30 seconds left here in the opening round, and Guy again with the knee strike as they disengage. Spinning kick by the Taekwondo practitioner Loreda, but well-timed there, John, by Guy, who quickly rushes Loreda to the fence.
Very nice job of Guy to step into that spinning attack that takes away its effectiveness.
But it ends with Guy looking for the arm again, but time has run out in the first round. Good stuff between Hanagai and Valerie Loureda, with 2 of Loreda's 3 wins via knockout.
Round two, ready?
Best part for Hanagai, all that newness of being in this cage is all gone. Now it's all business.
Yep, it's dissipated, and she gets set for round number 2 against Valerie Loureda. Loreda in the red gloves. Guy marching towards Loreda before getting stopped in her tracks with that straight arm. Oh, there's a nice 3-punch combination put together by Loreda. And there, Guy changes levels, but ends up with Loreda in top position, open half guard.
Let's go, do your thing,
Nice reversal by Guy.
Beautiful reversal by Hanagai. Use the cage, get some force on that. Valerie is finding out that on the ground she's having problems with Hanagai. She has again decided to go down to the ground with her, and now it's starting to work against her.
Guy told us her best strength is grinding out her opponent, doing that to Valerie Loureda here in round 2. A minute gone in the second. Guy working from the closed half guard of Loreda.
Well, it's closed now, but it was open, and she could pass this at any time. All she needs to do is start driving that leg up, walk that foot up, start getting that knee past that leg, and she can slide it right through and pass. Just like she just did.
Right into full mount goes Hanagai. Ground and pound with the right.
Put her back down.
Looking for a triangle.
Mounted. High mount by Guy, and now dropping down. Ooh, elbow strike, another elbow.
She's in S mount right now. That's what her leg is doing underneath that. She's got a lot of control in this position. Very tough position for Loreda. Loreda needs to use that cage to get herself out.
Referee Hatley very close to perhaps stopping this fight, but now from the S mount here, John.
Now it's not an S mount. Now it is a full triangle. She's on top with that triangle position.
And now back.
Valerie Loureda worked her way out of it.
Trying to escape, but Guy tenacious in going for the submission.
Active guard, let's go.
Valerie Loureda talked about her wrestling and her ability to be on the ground grappling with anyone. Well, now she's seeing there's levels to this. Hanagai has attacked her in multiple ways throughout this contest.
And the confident Guy predicted a first or second round finish via armbar or choke. She's doing well from her back. A high guard, now rubber guard employed by Guy.
Well, notice that right arm of Loreda. It's on the ground. That is a horrible position to have your arm. That's when it gets taken in an armbar. So she needs to get her arms either on the bicep, towards the chest, get her hands off the ground.
Valerie Loureda facing sustained adversity for the first time in her young career, and these are the types of questions that need to be answered, Big John McCarthy.
They do, and when you're here, it shows everything about who you are and exactly where your mindset is. Do you quit? And Loreda has shown, I do not quit at all. I am not stopping this. Here goes that armbar attempt again.
Hanagai began her pro career with an armbar victory in March of 2019. Now in her 4th fight, first in Bellator, continues now looking for that belly down armbar.
Yeah, I could not tell if her elbow is past that position where it's at. It is. No, she still has the ability to make this work. You see Loreda trying to step over. That elbow is past now. She does not have it at this point.
Loreda doing a great job of defending.
Loreda can push with her foot, but she cannot strike with her foot on the ground.
1 minute to go, Val.
Loreda desperate to extricate herself from Hannah Guy, but Hannah Guy making small incremental shifts, position before submission, and she's looking for another one, John.
Looking for it again. She's trying to stretch it back out.
Hammer fist from Guy, another one. 45 seconds left in the second.
Almost there, no armbar. Circle.
See, right now that armbar is not in a place where it's going to work. Hannah needs to let go of that because it was past her hips.
And Loreda able to escape, reset, and referee Hatley bringing Guy back up to her feet. Spinning back fist by Loreda connects.
Beautiful spinning back fist by Loreda. That landed clean.
Body kick by Loreda, leading with the left kick. Under 15 seconds left. Another spinning back fist by Loreda. But Hannah Guy able to back her up to the fence. Final 10 seconds of what has been an entertaining round here between Hannah Guy and Valerie Loureda. Stop. Easy. Wow, did Valerie Loureda get a severe tongue lashing during the break, John? And judging by your reaction, you agree with everything her corner told her.
I agree with everything her corner told her. She's the one that's putting herself into these positions. When you have a distinct advantage on the feet and she has a distinct advantage on the ground, why are you the one taking it to the ground?
And a guy jumps and looks for that guillotine choke, but Loreda trying to pop her head out.
That's actually, she's got that. We're bringing her legs up. She's able to control it. It does not look like the choke is where it needs to be as far as the neck, but she was able to control the head. Smart move by Loreda to get herself back to her feet.
Guy told us that she thought her advantages over Loreda would be that she's a better wrestler and grappler and believes that she also hits harder. She's definitely proven to be the better wrestler and grappler so far tonight, John.
No doubt about that, but Loreda needs to stop some of the fancy kicks, some of the spinning back fist things, basics, left hand, right hand, combinations, and get yourself now off of this cage and out of a grappling clinch situation.
Something called the jab, maybe?
There you go.
And now Loreda has Guy along the fence. Guy and Loreda just swinging for the fences. There's a right hand that tags Guy by Loreda. And Loreda now pounces on Guy. And again, there's the lack of fight IQ, John.
Exactly. Step back away from her. Make her get up. Make her get up now. Do not engage her on the ground.
And showing some fight IQ there. So the maturation process, we are seeing it in front of our very eyes. And again, at this stage of their respective careers, two tough tests for Hannah Guy and Valerie Loureda. And the tenacious Hannah Guy searching for the limb before Loreda opening up on her again with her strikes.
Keep her there for a minute.
You see the giant gulp of air by Loreda. She's getting a little bit tired. This is a good thing for her right now because this is a point in the fight where you can grab some air, get your heart rate down a little bit, then go back to getting busy.
One more good kick. Now circle her a little bit. There you go, Bob.
And a Guy back to a vertical position, coming forward, but leaving herself exposed, John. Her chin is up in the air. She marches towards Valerie Loureda and gets tagged with a 1-2.
She's going forward with no thought process at all as far as being defensive. She's just walking through what Valerie is doing right now. But Valerie keeps walking backwards instead of circling out and then using counter strikes.
Past the midpoint of the third and final round. Kicking off Bellator 259 with this matchup between two of the up-and-coming flyweights in Bellator MMA. Hannah Guy acquitting herself well in her first Bellator MMA fight with that knee up the middle, while Valerie Loureda, she's got a lot of press. She's done a great job of self-marketing, and there was a great switch knee by Loureda, but Hannah Guy falls into her, John.
Again, using a big technique, but it takes a lot of energy when that 1-2 is what you're looking for right now.
She always wants to win with flair. She wants to entertain. She's embodied her life as a pure martial artist, but she is in tough tonight against the debuting Hannah Guy.
Hannah Guy has pushed her to the limits right now. Physical exhaustion is a big part of what's slowing Valerie Loureda down.
Push her away. There you go.
Hannah Guy made a huge life decision, leaving her college education to focus on MMA, and she is trying to make the most of this huge opportunity against, again, someone who is, well, definitely on the rise. And Loreda again looking for that flashy spinning attack, instead ends up on her back.
That's exactly it. You take a look at what she did. Hannah Guy ran at her. Just ran at her, and because she walked straight back, she ends up on her back.
Pressure and punch.
Under a minute left here in the final frame. Hannah Guy in top position. Valerie Loreda's undefeated start to her career on the line. Hannah Guy looking to put a victory.
Hannah Guy can pass this guard very easily right now.
And she's inside control, John, with less than 30 seconds left in the fight.
Circle her feet off the wall, put her head in the cage. 20 seconds.
Valerie can walk that. What she cannot do is hold her position with her toes. But she can walk that cage to try to get herself out from underneath Hannah Guy.
Leave no doubt. Take that arm. Take that arm. Leave no doubt. No, it's not time. It's 10 seconds. Come on, come on, leave no doubt.
A gritty, hard-fought affair comes to a close with Hannah Guy looking to close in yet again another submission attempt, but they go the 15-minute distance.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we'll go to your three judges at cage side. Your first, Marcel Varela, scores the fight 30-27, while judges Dave Turelli and Jacob Montalvo both see it the same 29-28. All have it for the winner by unanimous decision, Hannah the Hurricane Guy.
Taylor tape for this fight is a contract weight because both ladies decided they weren't going to go down to that 125-pound limit. They were going to go to 127, 128. That's what we have. Love the fact that they decided, let's not lose all that weight. Let's just go fight.
Loreda in the red gloves.
You ready? You ready?
Turner in the blue gloves. The belt, round one, scheduled for 3 at a 128-pound contract weight. Loreda utilizing footwork immediately as Turner tries to gauge the distance. The longer, lankier Turner with the height and reach advantage, stalking Loreda. Loreda with a stick and move attack.
She is always moving, always on her bike. Look, this is the classic case of striker versus grappler, because if this fight is in the striking position, even though Taylor Turner is the longer, lankier fighter, it's Loreda that has the better array of kicks and attacks in the stand-up. And in the grappling range, Taylor Turner is very good on the ground. That's not where Valerie wants to be.
Loreda closes the gap before venturing out again. Coming up on the first minute of the first round, and Loreda chewing up a lot of that cage real estate early.
When you have someone that, as much as Loreda is moving, it becomes difficult when you're not used to having an opponent that does that. You get to that point, you're trying to set your feet to throw your shots, and all of a sudden they're gone.
Body kick by Turner, counter right hand by Loreda.
Taylor Turner should really stick to straight attacks, straight punches, straight kicks down the middle. Valerie's not someone that's going to be looking to take her down.
Loreda able to move, unfettered. Turner following her, trying to somehow corner her and trying to deliver that body kick, but no steam on it. And Loreda now resetting in the center of the cage and missing with the double jab right hand. Very much a feeling out process here in the opening round.
But if Loreda is looking, one of the things, every time she steps in, take a look at the head position of Taylor Turner. She starts to lift that chin. That can be a dangerous situation. If Loreda can touch that chin, it'll have a bigger effect.
Turner's won 4 of her last 6 fights. All 5 of her victories have been of the stoppage variety. And Loreda again, first loss, going downstairs, nice right hand to the body, missed upstairs with the left hook. But confidence has never been an issue for Loreda, and bouncing back from her first loss, tweaked a few things and spent 80% on her grappling, and yet with 2 minutes left in the first round, we have seen this entirely contested in the stand-up.
Right now, she's the one, although you're seeing that she's the one circling, so this is her fight. This is where she wants to be. This is her feel-good place. She is confident in the stand-up game. So right now, everything is working towards Valerie Loreda's idea of the perfect fight.
And yet limited offense by either fighter. 1.5 minutes left here in the first. Loreda firing upstairs with a counterattack as Turner trying to close the distance and trying to score from long range.
But not a bad idea from Turner, and just she keeps on putting that T-kick out towards, you know, the midsection of Valerie. Just let me just keep on using this as a jab and just get you to the point where you're starting to feel it. It's starting to affect your win, and that movement starts to slow down.
When we talked to Turner, she thought that her greatest strength, the game of transitions and being tricky, especially on the ground in the BJJ department, as she just got knocked off balance by that left hand from Loreda. Loreda going upstairs again, looking for the left hook.
Again, you can see that chin starting to raise up, and that's what Loreda is seeing, and that's what she just touched.
2 of Loreda's 3 victories have come via KO. Starching Tara Graff at Bellator 243 and using body kick and punches to win her debut against Fletcher as Turner closes the distance but unable to secure Loreda for long.
Nice job by Loreda to get out of that clinch position. Taylor really went after her with it, fought her way out of it, and landed a good strike. Make her pay for trying to come inside and get a hold of you.
Spinning back fist delivered by Loreda that just misses. Tactical opening 5, but a beautifully delivered spinning back kick to the midsection as Loreda puts an exclamation point on round 1.
Breathe, breathe, sit.
But Taylor Turner, Valerie Loureda, a getting to know you opening 5 minutes, and expect the pace and the intensity to be ratcheted up here in the second stanza.
Yeah, Taylor needs to, right, you can see the frustration now with the movement, but what she needs to do is don't worry about the movement. Force her into her shots. If she's going to move really fast and heavy to either the right or the left, force her that way and throw the kick with that leg.
And Turner already scored, picking off Loreda with the jab as Loreda closed the distance momentarily. Timed it perfectly. But has to find a way to cut her off and corral Loreda.
That was a mistake by Loreda, but nice job of getting herself out of it. She backed herself into the cage. All that circle movement you're seeing her do, that's exactly what she wants.
Loreda catches the kick and delivers a right hand to the body.
And one up top. That was a beautiful combination.
Body kick, right hand delivered by Loreda. And again escapes from the cage, resets in the center.
I would think that Taylor Turner needs to start she's going to have to attack, and she's going to have to get in a position where she starts taking some chances, throwing straight punches down the middle, like you just saw right there, that back Loureda up towards the cage. That way she can get into that grappling situation.
Loreda able to move unfettered and now standing her ground and delivering strikes. And then again, gets on the bicycle and starts utilizing that footwork, avoiding Taylor Turner, who, with all due respect, has really not turned up the offense because of the movement, trying to figure out Loreda, and Loreda doing a fantastic job of keeping her befuddled.
Yeah, right now Taylor needs to take that chin, bury it down onto her chest, and when she decides to come forward, straight punches both left and right hand, followed up by pushing her towards that cage and then get into that clinch.
Halfway, halfway.
Coming up on the halfway point of the round and the fight. Turner lancing the body with that kick.
Stop time. You good?
Yeah, my back.
I know. Step over there. Step over there. There we go. Time in.
Loreda doing her best to avoid a wardrobe malfunction as we resume action here with 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second.
See right there, as she's moving to the side so fast, Taylor needs to take a step to that outside and then throw that right kick so she runs into it. In this situation, she needs to come forward, throw that front kick straight down the pipe, and then hands, left, right hands, body down the middle.
Lands by Loreda, double jab, backs Turner away.
Let's go. If she moves to your left, get ready to spin. Get ready to spin. She moves to your left.
And Loreda switching it up, moving laterally both ways.
Let's go. Hands up, reset, let's go. Watch the kick.
And Turner unable to stop her from doing so, John.
Yeah, Turner had that moment where she had her backed up to the cage and then let it pass by. You've got to take that chance. When you get her up there where her back is on that cage, go.
It appears Turner's almost, she's not committing fully to her attack. There is that trepidation, that hesitation, that...
Well, she's been hit, and she realizes she's got some steam on those shots, so she wants to be careful, but as time is slipping by, you can see that the punch output is probably more by Taylor Turner, but Valerie's landing at a higher percentage rate.
50 seconds. Finish it strong. Let's go. Hands up. Hands up. Control the bit. Let's go.
Oh, right hand over the top by Loreda before she backs up to the fence. She puts herself at close range, scores, and darts out. 30 seconds left in the second round.
20 seconds. Let's go.
Switch kick by Loreda lands.
And Loreda needs to do more of that. She needs to utilize all those kicks that she's learned over all the years and start going after it, because Taylor is not that person that's a wrestler that's going to take her down. She's more of a jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Dynamic display by Loreda. Let's see what is in store for round number 3. Bell and round 3. Taylor Turner, trained by her husband, Eric Turner, out of Knoxville Martial Arts Academy, and her husband thought she may have won that second round, John.
Well, you know, he's looking at the...
Or is that more of a motivational tool?
He told her, I think you're going to have to finish. You're in her hometown, you're going to have to finish. And that's just the truth, and she's not about the hometown, but she's going to have to finish.
Loreda trying to put the finishing touches on this fight again. Darting in, throwing a 3-strike combination, couple punches and a kick, and then again continues to circle around the cage. What is it going to take for Turner to try to keep Loreda in one place.
You know, right now, from what I'm seeing, Turner doesn't have the physical strength to actually get into an upper body clinch position with Loreda. Loreda keeps on just shucking it off. So she's going to have to change levels, get into the legs, go into an Imanari roll. You've got to do something that is going to get this fight to where you have the advantage.
Make a miss, make a first. Let's go. Bang, high guard. Bang. You can kick, man. Come on, you can kick.
Loreda's the one that's throwing everything with bad intentions. Same cannot be said for Turner.
Well, you know, the power.
That's a nice kick by Turner.
The power is in Valerie Loreda's corner. She's the one, when she's deciding to throw, she's coming forward and landing.
Turner now trying to walk down Loreda and having some success.
And that's the opportunity for her. She's got her up against the cage, and again, she gets away.
High guard. Let's go.
Front kick delivered by Turner. Playing with the jab, feinting with the superwoman punch. 3 minutes left in the fight.
Let's go to work. 3 minutes. Let's go.
Turner looking to use her long limbs to try to close the distance. Loreda doing a job of staying out of range, but not delivering much offense of her own here. Is 2 minutes, 30 seconds now left in the fight. Exchange there.
That was an exchange that Taylor Turner might have actually been the one that got the better shots in there. And all you're seeing from Valerie right now is a lot of movement. That's great, but you've got to attack. You've got to have that moment where you're coming forward and you're putting shots on your opponent. That's your way to win this fight.
Get ready to spin, round the body. Push kick, push kick.
She was looking for a spinning attack there. You can see her set up on her feet. She's looking for that spinning back kick at times.
Final 2 minutes of the fight. Turner trying to walk down Loreda, who continues to get on her bicycle, utilizing the lateral movement, delivering a body kick. Single shot.
Finish with your punches, let's go.
Both missing. A lot of distance between these two fighters competing at 128-pound contract weight.
See, and again, that was the perfect opportunity. Taylor had the arm. She had her up against the cage, and Valerie was just too strong, just shook her off.
Loreda, of course, losing for the first time in her last fight. Looking to do just enough, not take any unnecessary chances. Trying to outpoint Turner in this bounce-back fight. Less than 60 seconds left.
Nice kick landed.
Loreda comes back and lands a kick of her own.
One of the things you'd really like to see from Loreda is she's got great kicks. Hide those kicks behind the hands when you make that attack, just like you just saw. Go after.
Body kick to Taekwondo black belt exchange here. Less than 30 seconds as Loreda continues to move to her right. Turner front kick, countered by Loreda.
This is more of the action you wanted to see from Loreda. At least she's opening up here, going after her.
And if there's this much energy left with 10 seconds left in the fight, we should have seen a lot more energy expended by Loreda and Turner at close distance. Loreda with the left and the kick. Loreda with an aggressive performance and a lot of footwork. And here's, well, the other footwork she's known for. But John, we've said it ad nauseum. You got all this energy left at the end of a fight.
Well, the one thing I'll give her, she's in shape.
Yes.
That was a lot of movement in the fight. That is not easy to do. She's putting it out there. She's got energy at the end of it, but you do want to see her just give more attacks. You have that ability. And if you do that, you can put your opponent away.
Let's get the official decision. Here's Michael C. Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we'll go now to your 3 judges at cage side. Your first judge, Eric Colon, scores the fight 29-28. He sees the fight for Loreda. Your second judge, Todd Anderson, 29-28. He sees the fight for Turner. Your third and final judge at cage side, Barry Luxembourg, scores the fight 30-27 for the winner by split decision, Master Valerie Loureda.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Francis Ngannou. Subscribe now.